What's going on, guys? I'm here with the one and only Marcus Feistl. He is the man behind the new and revived Limewire. As you guys can probably remember, Limewire is back blending its iconic 2000s legacy with cutting-edge AI and Web3 solutions, guys. This was once the go-to platform for file sharing, and now, guys, Limewire is empowering over 2 million users with their AI-driven platform designed for content creation, secure file sharing, and collaborations in general. They're going all in and helping creators and businesses interact with digital tools. So Marcus, I want to say, I got more on the intro here, man, but just introduce yourself for everyone watching. Tell us who you are. Everyone wants to know, man. Tell us.
Sure, happy to. Thanks first of all for having me on the show. Really excited to be here. Yeah, I mean, the background is really, I think probably most of you viewers, I'm guessing, are familiar with the Limewire brand anyways. I think we all used it back in the day to download our music, to probably also get some of the corrupted files and destroy family computers, I guess. At least that's been my experience. The original Limewire shut down in 2010. I mean, probably everybody knows about the controversy in the music industry with music downloading. And we had the idea a couple of years ago, I think almost 4 years back now, to bring back the old Limewire as a brand, but really revive it for today's internet world, pretty much. I come from the crypto industry. I've been working in crypto for the past 6 years or so. And Paul and Julian, our co-CEOs, they had the idea to acquire the Limewire brand, and we brought it back as a creator platform again. So you, as you just said perfectly in the introduction, you can share files again on Limewire. It's a secure place now to share files, so no more viruses, no corrupted files anymore. We have a full-blown AI studio as well, so you can create content in the Limewire AI studio, share it with your friends, collaborate on it. So yeah, that's the new Limewire. That's pretty much the future. The brand is back. You can go to limewire.com again and use the platform on the same domain as you used to.
That's amazing, man. So for anyone who doesn't know, of course, you guys are also going to be having a token, right? At the core of this transformation, we have the LMWR token. That is the ticker, right? Yeah, so this is going to be powering Limewire's ecosystem as a payment and reward system for its AI tools. It's going to be playing a key role in Blocknode, their decentralized GPU computational power, this marketplace that is also going to launch in 2025, right?
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
right. This is going to be addressing the rising costs of the AI infrastructure, and essentially, from my understanding, we're going to be merging this nostalgic brand, this legendary brand, with the meme coin culture, AI utility. All of this is going to be positioned to lead and power the next generation of AI and Web3 startups. I'm so excited about this, man. As I mentioned, at the beginning of our call, I mentioned to you that I've been a Limewire user myself when I was younger, right? And that's why I'm so pumped about this, man. I can relate, and I think that this comeback is just going to be super cool, man. The AI ecosystem that you guys have coming out right now, 2 mil active users, right? We're going to be having a whole bunch more things, your Blocknode, the DeepIn marketplace, the token, as I mentioned. I'm super pumped about that. So I'm thinking, man, we just jump right into the questions here, because there's so much to cover, and I think that everyone is definitely anxiously awaiting your answers on these. So are you ready for me? Are you ready for me, Marcus?
Yes, let's go. Let's do it.
Awesome, bro. Okay, so let's start with the brand and the legacy, okay? Because I think that this is, again, a really hot topic and something that we need to be fully immersed in to really understand this concept, right? Okay, so Limewire, this was a household name in the 2000s, right? So what essentially inspired its transition into a Web3 AI powerhouse, would you say?
So the background is pretty simple. I mean, for us, as the founding team, we were extremely stoked by the brand itself. We used it back in the day, just like you said. It was pretty much the first place where I got all my music and movies from. And we thought we just need to bring it back. We had a concept in our minds already for this Web3 creator platform, for a file sharing platform that we wanted to bring into the crypto space. And there is no better brand, in my opinion, to use this and bring it to the masses than Limewire. It's been one of the biggest file sharing platforms there's ever been. They had 50 million users back in the day. We are now aiming to get to a similar size with the new Limewire again. And it's just an amazing brand. Everybody we are talking to, especially in the US, in the UK, even parts of Asia, there's a lot of people that know the brand legacy, and it's just part of early internet culture, right? And if you think about it, bringing it to the Web3 space definitely makes sense in my opinion, and also launching it as a crypto token, because peer-to-peer file sharing was pretty much the first step of crypto as an industry, right? There was a whole idea of like peer-to-peer networks and how crypto works. So it's just a natural fit for us. It just had to be Limewire, and it had to be the concept we are currently working on.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So this is crazy, man. I can't believe this, man. You know, like this is something that's so revolutionary in this space. I have to say, like seeing brands come back like this is a rare occurrence. It's not something that happens very often. And I think that because the branding was so strong around Limewire, so many users, so many people loved it, right? I think that it's a great idea. That flows into my next question. How do you think the community has responded as a whole to Limewire's comeback? What do you think about that, man? Like, what are some of the feels that you get, some of the comments? Just what do you think?
So overall, feedback has been extremely positive, just because the nostalgic feelings around the Limewire brand and people experiencing it in their teenage years has been so big. What's really interesting is, I mean, we've been doing marketing for the past 2 years. We've been all over the globe on different conferences with different ads on social media. We've been working with different parts of like the internet marketing world, but still, I would say at least 90% of the people that know the brand still don't know we are back. So there's a lot of work to do for us to still build the awareness, because the brand is perfectly well known. Everybody has associated thoughts with it, at least the millennial audiences, I would say. The younger ones, probably not too much, but our age group, 100%. And we just need to get the word out. Positive feedback so far, 100%. We just launched this week the Limewire file sharing product. So pretty much the extension to all the AI creator tools is now a file sharing tool, which is basically what Limewire did in the early days as well, right? In the early 2000s. And feedback on that one has been extremely positive as well. We had a lot of media coverage just this week. So yeah, we are quite stoked. The community is quite stoked. We have 2 million people in our Discord server. So if you want to join that, make sure to come over. Our Telegram group is quite vibrant as well. So can't complain on the community front for sure.
So can you tell us a little more about this 2 million, okay, this 2 million community, right? Tell us more about how Limewire's AI tools and how they're being used with your 2 million active users.
Sure. So we started out with pretty much a creator platform, right? That was the first step of the product development. That basically means that we created the Limewire AI Studio, which is an aggregator of different AI models. So if you today want to become like or start a creative journey with AI tools, you usually have to manage different tools, right? You go to ChatGPT for chat assistance. You go to maybe the Google tools for creating images. So it's pretty much all over the place, right? And we are aggregating all of these into one single platform. So you can come to the Limewire platform, have one subscription or one account, access all the different tools for image creation. We also started with music AI. We will also add video soon. And that's all in one single place, right? We have around 2 million users on the platform which are using the studio. They have created, I think, more than 500 or 600 million AI assets already. So it's quite an active community of content creators. And we've now taken a second step, and that's the file sharing part. So first part of the journey is creating your content, manipulating files, uploading images, for instance, and removing the background or upscaling them to high resolution. And now the second step is you can easily just share them. You can pretty much invite anybody to your Limewire space, which is quite dope, I think, because you just send them a Limewire link and they join you, they see your content, you can collaborate on the content, work on it pretty much as a group. That's the full Limewire platform scope at the moment.
Nice, bro. Nice. That's honestly, it's so nice to hear about it. And this generative AI, like this is becoming super mainstream now with the likes of ChatGPT, these other websites that are doing the AI and everything. How does Limewire kind of differentiate itself from these other platforms? Like, how are you guys going to stand out, you know? Why are people going to care? You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. So I think there's two main aspects to it. The one is the aggregator model that I just described. So
right.
At the moment, it's extremely segregated, right? You go to different platforms, you have to figure out which model works best for image creation or for background removal or for video creation. On the Limewire platform, you pretty much get that all at once in one platform. So you can even decide which image creator model you want to use, and take the same prompt, try it out with the Google model, try it out with the OpenAI, with ChatGPT's model, which is called DALL-E, and see which one you prefer, and all on a single platform experience. So it's quite easy to use. And the second step is the file sharing. So at the moment, when you create content on other platforms, you always need to go to these different platforms, create your images, for instance, download all the images, put them on a drive, send them to your friends, and they have feedback again, they download them again, share them again. So it's quite a cumbersome experience. On Limewire, we make that completely in one single platform. Nobody has to switch, and a very user-friendly experience. So you just create everything you want, you delete the files you don't wanna share, then it's all in one basically space, in one bucket. You share it with friends. They can start editing on the Limewire platform as well, so nobody has to leave. You can pretty much do all in a single experience.
So let's talk about the file sharing feature. This just launched, bro. This is brand new, okay? November 25th. That was the launch date. How does this complement your existing AI tools, and how do you expect users to go about using it?
So we're actually expecting a lot of users to come in, right? We already had quite a growth journey with the AI features, but file sharing and Limewire, those just go together, right? That's pretty much part of our DNA. File sharing was the very first thing that Limewire became famous with, and that's something we want to offer now again, just because it's such a nostalgic brand in that space. So the usage will be pretty much two ways. Either you come to the platform, you are a creator, you create your content with our AI tools, and then you start sharing them with your colleagues, with other companies, with friends. But it also goes the other way around. So let's say we come home from your holidays, you upload all your images because you want to share them with your family onto a Limewire, because you want to share them with your family onto a Limewire account, and you can start editing them with the AI tools. So removing backgrounds, upscaling them to a high resolution. Maybe you want to print them or have it so you upscale them using our AI. You can do that with a couple of clicks and then share those files very, very easily. And what's really nice about it, and that's the part where the Web3 element comes in, the file sharing part is completely decentralized. So storage is decentralized, and it's 100% anonymous if you want to. So it's end-to-end encrypted. You can make sure that nobody's interfering, your files are safe. So 100% security focus on that part as well.
Fantabulous, man. Fantabulous. So here's my next section of questions for you, man. Okay, so the block nodes. This is something that I'm eagerly awaiting to hear about as well. Okay, can you explain to our viewers, for anyone who doesn't know, exactly what are block nodes?
Blocknode is a brand that we also just founded this year, and we just announced that something is going to go live next year. The background is very simple. So most of you probably know companies like Nvidia, where stocks have been completely skyrocketing. And the whole purpose of these companies is really they are producing what's called GPU instances. So it's basically just graphical cards that are used as processing power for AI models. So if you run an AI model, you need a lot of processing power that needs to come from somewhere, and those cards are being produced by big companies like Nvidia. The problem is these cards are extremely expensive. So if you want to rent them and you run your own models like we do, you need a lot of this processing power that just needs to be rented, and that's quite an expensive expense for any AI company, right?
Yeah.
So at the same time, we like Limewire, we had the same experience. You reserve all these computing power for your models, but you usually have a lot of overcapacity because in our case, most of our users are based in the US. So we reserve all the instances for 100% during the US time. But when the US users are usually asleep, we have 80% overcapacity, which nobody's using because we don't have that many users in Asia as we have in the United States, right?
Right.
So we are paying for that. We don't use it, and we could easily rent it out. And that's exactly where Blocknode comes into place. So we are building a marketplace where companies like ours, where we know we have too much capacity during US night times, we just rent out these expensive GPUs to other companies which use it at the same time. It's a very open and easy to use marketplace, so you can just tap into the infrastructure of other AI companies. And the Limewire token is pretty much at the heart of it. So the LMWR token is the payment currency for the companies using the GPUs, for them paying the GPUs. You get rewarded in it. So it's a very easy to use, decentralized platform for any AI company in the world. So basically any AI project, research team or company can use Blocknode to pay for the infrastructure.
That's great, man. That's great. So diving back into the GPUs here. So what problem does the cheaper GPUs solve for AI companies as a whole, would you say? What are the benefits from it?
Yeah, so the main problem is really that the high, like enterprise GPUs, so the really high-end ones, are extremely expensive. And there's only two options. Either you reserve them for a longer period, so you know for sure that you get those GPUs because it's a very scarce resource, but then it's becoming extremely expensive, or you're pretty much being left behind, and you have to wait until they become free, so you can get them pretty much on demand, which is a big problem for scalability for a lot of AI companies. You need to train your models. That just takes a lot of GPU capacity. It's quite expensive. And with Blocknode, with this marketplace, we just want to level the field. We want to give everybody access to enterprise level GPUs, and also enable even regular users or smaller projects to train their models on a cost-efficient infrastructure.
My next question for you is, why is decentralized GPU infrastructure so important nowadays, would you say?
So the decentralized aspect obviously makes the marketplace a lot fairer, right? So anybody can come in. You don't necessarily know who you're renting your GPUs from. I think that's a big advantage. It's completely anonymized. And the second part is we create a fair marketplace with Web3 technology. So there's a smart contract which decides based on certain parameters what the level of the GPUs are, and I would say how reliable you are as a GPU provider. We select you over others which might not be that reliable, and then you just get your Limewire token rewards. So the decentralization part just makes it a lot fairer and completely transparent, because everybody can see, this is what I'm getting. I'm going to get a fair price paid in Limewire tokens. On the other side, the demand side always decides obviously for the most reliable and cheapest solution. So it's a very, very transparent and self-managed marketplace. Whereas if you go alternatively, for instance, to Amazon Web Services today or to Google Cloud, you just get one fixed price. It's massively overpriced, by the way, extremely expensive. And there is basically no transparency for you as a user.
Now, with blocknodes that are launching in the first half of 2025, what do you think are the milestones that we should watch out for leading up to this launch?
So with Blocknode, we will start with the supply side first. So the very first step will be getting a lot of GPUs onto the Blocknode platform. So any project can come in, start renting GPU infrastructure. That's going to be the first step. And then you will also see all the token integration, because every single payment on Blocknode will be completely transferred into Limewire token. And that's probably one of the, apart from the Limewire platform, where the token is already being used by our users, that's the second big utility part of the LMWR token. So I'm very much looking forward to it, because I think it puts us in a very unique position, right? Limewire is known as a big mainstream brand for consumers. Users are using our platform, just everyday users like you and I, to generate their content, to share files and use the token on the platform. But with Blocknode, we're also now tapping into the B2B space, right? So we basically cover both within the AI industry. And I think that's pretty unique. You usually only find companies that are either completely consumer facing or completely business facing. And we are really trying to create a complete 360 AI ecosystem with the Limewire token at the heart of it.
Right. Okay. So you mentioned the token a few times here now. I have some questions about that, if you don't mind. So, of course, LMWR, that's the token ticker, as we mentioned. This token specifically is described as an AI utility token, but it also has some meme potential. So, like, I'm thinking, man, like, well, I'm getting the best out of three worlds here, right? Because usually a token's either an AI token, a utility token, or it's a meme token. But in the LMWR case, this is kind of encompassing all three. How important do you think it is for the Limewire brand and its history for the LMWR token? Like, what do you think that's going to play in the success of the token, the growth of the token, everything that we can look forward to with it?
I think it's a really essential part, to be honest. I mean, the meme culture in crypto is becoming super big, right? It's like probably the biggest movement next to AI in the current cycle. Everybody's completely stoked. There's platforms like Pump.fun, which are basically only built around meme tokens, which is crazy. And Limewire has been subject to internet memes ever since, right? I mean, all the memes of, like, every millennial will know all these destroyed family computer memes, the Simpson memes about it. There's like millions of memes out there on the internet. We actually just today, you can check out our Twitter. we will announce the Limewire meme library on our lmwr.com page. So anybody can tap into there, use the memes. We can also just post a couple of memes and tag us your favorite Limewire memes, and we will start including them in the Limewire meme library as well. So I think that the meme culture itself in crypto is extremely big. Limewire has been part of the meme culture ever since the 2000s already. And I think it's a very fun mix, right? We are part of early internet culture. This is now becoming part of crypto culture. So I think the Limewire token definitely has some meme potential. However, I think the important note is we are definitely a token to stay, right? We are not a meme coin which just pumps once and then we go away and disappear and that's it. It's an actual utility token. We have 2 working products with Limewire and Blocknode. You can use it on both sides, and it's definitely part of our business model. So that's, I think, where the unique part of the token really comes into play, right? It has this potential, it has a massive brand around it, and basically everybody who's a millennial knows today, but it also has actual utility and the UI use case.
AI is something that really interests me here, bro. And I'm gonna say, like, I want to learn more about it, how it's integrated with LMWR token. So what do you think the unique value that this token brings to the Limewire ecosystem compared to other AI tokens in the market? Because there's a lot right now. There's a lot coming out. There's a lot that are already there. What do you think about that?
Yeah, 100%. So I think what's very easy to understand is that it is completely utilized on the platform and by our users already. I think that's a very unique position. There's a lot of AI coins out there which claim to become utility tokens, but there's no live product. There's nothing working yet. We have 2 million users on the platform. We are growing every week. We are launching another product with Blocknode, which we also will focus a lot on in 2025. So there's a clear use case for it. There's a big brand behind it. Most AI coins are, I wouldn't say no-name brands, because a lot of them have built quite big brands already, but definitely not as mainstream known as we are, which is why we are expecting a lot from this bull run, which everybody is experiencing right now. Because I think once retail starts entering the market, a lot of people will realize or recognize the Limewire brand, become interested. And then the third bit is we currently have quite a low market cap for what we are offering, right? I think the Limewire token market cap, the LMWR token market cap is around 60 million. And we are just getting started, right? We have huge companies backing us, like Kraken Ventures, Crypto.com Capital, and a couple of others. And we definitely have a very clear growth path with a working product, and the token is being used already. So I think all that together puts us in a pretty unique position. But let's see, time will tell.
So let's talk about the future growth and the vision that we have with this project here. What do you think is next for Limewire after the launch of the block nodes? And in addition to that, are there more product launches or updates that we should be looking forward to?
Yeah, so for the Limewire platform, our main focus is now on growth. We have 2 very easy use cases with the AI functions and with the file sharing. We now have 2 million users. Focus is really get to 10 million as soon as possible. That's the main target right now. So the growth curve is looking good, and I'm quite confident we will probably reach that very, very quickly. On the product development side, Blocknode is the main big focus for the next few months. So getting that live in 2025, growing our B2B business, getting the token use case fully integrated. And then we have a couple of, I would say, fun projects, engagement projects for the token as well, which are coming soon. Our community knows that we've created quite a lot of engagement features in the past. We had a Limewire game live a year ago, and a couple of other engagement features to earn tokens. So can't tell too much at this point, but if you follow our Twitter, you will learn very soon. So there's a couple of things. There's one launch coming this year still. So probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and then we're also launching another engagement feature in 2025. So a lot of stuff to come if you want to participate in the Limewire ecosystem.
Bro, I love hearing the updates that are going to be coming, man. Like, honestly, I'm so pumped for this project. My last question for you, my man. How do you see Limewire contributing to the broader AI and Web3 industry within the next 3 to 5 years? So this is really looking ahead here. How do you see that?
I think 2 main aspects or 2 main goals that we have. On the one side, we want to make especially AI and the file sharing part as easy to use as possible. So anybody should be able to come in. We see a lot of users coming in which have no idea about AI content generation still. They don't even know 100% how to use a prompt or how prompting works. We want to make it as simple to them as possible. That's our main goal for Limewire.com. On the B2B side, on Blocknode, the goal is very clear: make AI infrastructure accessible to everyone. I think it can't be the case that research and growth of AI companies is limited by too expensive infrastructure. It's out there, the GPUs are available, so we just need to find a better way of distributing it among the different companies.
Wow, man, honestly, like, this project is sounding revolutionary, man, and I can't wait to see everything that's going to be pumped out with it. I'm so excited for this. Marcus, I gotta say, I feel very privileged to be able to have interviewed you today. Thank you so much for coming on the channel, man. Was there anything else that you wanted to leave off in this interview with our audience?
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a pleasure joining you and meeting your community, introducing Limewire. Yeah, just make sure to check it out. I'd love to hear some feedback on the new file sharing product. Just hit limewire.com. And if you want to check out the token, the token page is called lmwr.com. But the two are interlinked, so the experience is quite easy to navigate. Yeah, thanks for having me on. Quite excited to be here. Thank you.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So thank you again for tuning in, man. Really appreciate it. We hope to have you on the channel again. Thanks, bro. Good luck with the project, and we're going to be keeping up with it. Really hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe button if you're interested in seeing some more crypto reviews and exclusive international blockchain events. We are the channel for that, guys, as you know. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.